You just walked off the cruise ship. Your feet touch solid ground for the first time in 7 days. Your suitcase rolls behind you. Your tan is perfect. Your phone is full of sunset photos. You should feel happy. You should feel refreshed. You should feel ready to go back to normal life. But something feels wrong. There is a heaviness in your chest that you did not expect. A strange sadness that does not make sense. You just had the vacation of a lifetime. Why do you feel like you lost something? Why does your apartment feel so small and so quiet? Why does the idea of making your own bed tomorrow feel like punishment? Why are you already checking prices for your next cruise before you have even unpacked your suitcase? This feeling has a name. Cruise lovers call it the post-cruise blues, and it hits almost everyone who steps off a ship after an incredible voyage. Some people feel it for a few hours. Others feel it for weeks. A few people feel it so strongly that they change their entire lives just to get back on a ship as soon as possible. Today, I am going to tell you about 13 things that cruisers miss most after their cruise ends. These are not just random complaints. These are deep psychological needs that cruise ships fulfill in ways that normal life simply cannot match. Understanding these things will help you understand why cruising becomes an addiction for so many people. And if you have never been on a cruise, this video will show you exactly what you are missing. Let us start with the thing that hits people the hardest the moment they get home. Number 1. Waking up somewhere new. On a cruise ship, you go to sleep in one place and wake up in another. Your eyes open, and through your window, you see a completely different country than the one you saw yesterday. Mountains you have never climbed. Cities you have never explored. Beaches you have never walked. The world comes to you while you sleep. This is magic that normal life cannot replicate. When you wake up at home, you see the same ceiling you saw yesterday, the same walls, the same view out the same window. Nothing has changed. Nothing is new. The adventure is over. Cruisers miss that feeling of anticipation when they open their eyes each morning. What will today bring? What will I discover? Where in the world am I right now? That sense of possibility disappears the moment you return to your regular bedroom. Number 2. Someone else making your bed. This sounds small. It sounds silly, but it is one of the things cruisers mention most often when they talk about post-cruise depression. On a cruise ship, you leave your cabin in the morning, and when you return, everything is perfect. The bed is made with crisp sheets pulled tight. The towels are folded into animal shapes. The bathroom is sparkling clean. Little chocolates appear on your pillow at night. Someone cares about your comfort every single day. Then you get home. The dishes are piled in the sink. The laundry is overflowing. Nobody is going to make your bed except you. Nobody is going to fold your towels into swans. The contrast is brutal. You go from being taken care of to taking care of everything yourself. And that shift feels heavier than it should. Number 3. Food appearing whenever you want it. On a cruise ship, you are never more than a few minutes away from incredible food. Breakfast buffets with everything you could imagine. Lunch by the pool with burgers and pizza and tacos. Afternoon tea with tiny sandwiches and pastries. Dinner in elegant restaurants with 5-course meals. Late-night snacks whenever hunger strikes. And almost all of it is included in what you already paid. You never have to think about what to cook. You never have to go grocery shopping. You never have to wash a single dish. Food just appears, prepared by professional chefs, served by attentive staff, cleared away by someone else. Then you get home and open your refrigerator. It is empty or full of things that expired while you were gone. You have to plan meals. You have to cook. You have to clean up. The magic food fairies have abandoned you, and suddenly feeding yourself feels like an exhausting chore instead of a pleasure. Number 4. The sound of the ocean. Most people do not realize how much the ocean affects them until it is gone. On a cruise ship, you are surrounded by water. You hear waves constantly, even if just as background noise. You smell salt air. You feel the gentle motion of the ship rocking you like a cradle. These sensations trigger something ancient in the human brain. Water calms us. The rhythm of waves reduces stress hormones. The negative ions in ocean air improve mood. You spend a week bathed in these natural mood enhancers without even realizing it. Then you return to honking cars and construction noise and the hum of air conditioners. The ocean is gone. The calm is gone. Your nervous system notices the difference even if your conscious mind does not. Many cruisers find themselves playing ocean sounds on their phone at night, trying to recreate something that cannot truly be recreated. Number 5. Having zero responsibilities. On a cruise ship, your only job is to enjoy yourself. You do not have to answer work emails. You do not have to fix the leaky faucet. You do not have to drive anywhere, or pay bills, or attend meetings. Every obligation has been left behind on the shore. This freedom is intoxicating. Your brain gets a complete vacation from the mental load of managing everyday life. For 7 days, you are not a boss, or an employee, or a parent drowning in responsibilities. You are just a person floating on the ocean, free to do whatever you want, whenever you want. Then you get home, and the responsibilities attack. Emails have piled up, problems need solving, decisions need making. The mental load slams back onto your shoulders all at once. The contrast between cruise freedom and home obligation creates a kind of psychological whiplash that can take days or weeks to recover from. Number 6. The friends you made on board. Something strange happens on cruise ships. Strangers become friends faster than anywhere else in normal life. Maybe it is the shared experience of being at sea. Maybe it is the relaxed atmosphere that makes people more open. Maybe it is the formal dinners where you sit with new people every night. Whatever the reason, cruises create bonds that feel surprisingly deep. You meet a couple from another country and spend 3 dinners laughing together. You meet a family at the pool and your kids become instant best friends. You meet a solo traveler at the bar and have the most interesting conversation you have had in years. Then, the cruise ends. Everyone scatters back to their real lives in different cities and different countries. You exchange phone numbers and promise to stay in touch. Sometimes you do. Often you do not. Either way, that little community you built for 7 days dissolves the moment the ship docks. Cruisers miss these instant friendships. They miss the easy social connections. They miss feeling like they belonged to a floating village of interesting people from around the world. Number 7. Entertainment every single night. On a cruise ship, there is a Broadway quality show happening every evening. Comedians performing in the comedy club, musicians playing in the jazz bar, DJs spinning in the nightclub, trivia competitions, dance classes, magic shows, movies under the stars. Something is always happening somewhere. You never have to plan entertainment. You never have to buy tickets. You never have to drive to a venue and find parking. You just walk down the hall and amazing things are happening all around you. Then you get home. The television offers the same shows you have already seen. Going to a concert requires planning and expense and effort. The constant stimulation of cruise ship entertainment disappears, replaced by the quiet boredom of regular evenings at home. Number 8. Watching sunsets over the ocean. There is no sunset quite like an ocean sunset. The sun sinks toward the horizon and the entire sky transforms. Orange and pink and purple reflecting off endless water in every direction. No buildings blocking the view. No power lines cutting across the sky. Just pure natural beauty stretching from horizon to horizon. Cruisers gather on deck every evening to watch this show. Strangers stand together in silence, facing the same direction, all witnessing the same daily miracle. Phones come out to capture it, but everyone knows photographs cannot do it justice. Then you get home and the sun sets behind your neighbor's house. You cannot even see the horizon from your street. The daily miracle continues, but you are no longer positioned to witness it. Cruisers miss those ocean sunsets more than almost anything else. Number 9. The poolside lifestyle. On a cruise ship, you can wake up, put on a swimsuit, walk to the pool deck, find a lounge chair, and spend the entire day exactly like that. Someone brings you drinks. Someone brings you food. The sun warms your skin. The water is right there whenever you want to cool off. Life is simple and good. This poolside existence requires zero effort. You do not have to pack a cooler. You do not have to drive to a beach. You do not have to fight for parking or pay for chair rentals. You just exist in a permanent state of vacation relaxation. Then you get home, and going to a pool requires packing bags and driving somewhere and dealing with crowds and buying overpriced snacks. The effortless poolside lifestyle evaporates. What was easy becomes complicated. What was free becomes expensive. What was relaxing becomes another task on the to-do list. Number 10. The anticipation of ports. Every few days on a cruise, you arrive somewhere completely new. A Caribbean island with crystal-clear water, a European city with ancient history, an Alaskan town surrounded by glaciers. Each port brings fresh adventures and new discoveries. The anticipation builds the night before. You research what to do. You set your alarm early. You wake up excited to explore somewhere you have never been. That feeling of approaching adventure is addictive. Then you get home, and there are no more ports on the horizon. No new places arriving while you sleep. The anticipation disappears, replaced by the predictable rhythm of regular life. Cruisers miss that constant sense of something wonderful coming next. Number 11. Unplugging from technology. Cruise ship Wi-Fi is famously slow and expensive. For many cruisers, this is actually a blessing in disguise. Unable to scroll social media constantly, they put their phones down. Unable to check work email every 5 minutes, they actually relax. The forced disconnection becomes a gift. Without technology constantly demanding attention, cruisers rediscover things they had forgotten. Real conversations with family members, actually reading books, watching the world go by without documenting it for Instagram, being present in the moment instead of distracted by notifications. Then they get home and the phone takes over again. Notifications flood in. Social media sucks them back in. The digital noise resumes at full volume. Cruisers miss that peaceful disconnect, even though they could theoretically recreate it at home. Somehow they never do. Number 12. Feeling special and pampered. On a cruise ship, staff members greet you by name. Waiters remember your favorite drink. Your cabin steward knows you like extra pillows. Bartenders start making your usual order when they see you approaching. You feel known. You feel valued. You feel like a VIP. This personalized attention triggers something deep in human psychology. We all want to feel special. We all want to feel like we matter. Cruise ships are designed to make every passenger feel like the most important person on board. Then you get home, and you are just another customer at the grocery store. Nobody knows your name. Nobody remembers your preferences. Nobody is trying to make you feel special. The VIP treatment ends, and you return to anonymous ordinary life. Number 13. The escape from real-life problems. Here is the deepest truth about what cruisers miss. On a cruise ship, your real-life problems cannot reach you. The broken relationship back home feels distant when you are watching dolphins play in the ship's wake. The stressful job feels irrelevant when you are eating lobster at sunset. The money worries feel smaller when you are surrounded by oceanic vastness. Cruise ships are floating escape pods. They carry you away from everything difficult and deposit you in a world designed purely for pleasure. For 7 days, your problems are not gone, but they are very far away. Then the ship docks and real life is waiting on the pier. All the problems you escaped come rushing back. The relationship still needs work. The job still causes stress. The money worries still exist. The vacation protected you temporarily, but it could not solve anything permanently. Cruisers miss that feeling of escape. They miss the protective bubble of the ship. They miss the distance between themselves and their difficulties. And this is why so many cruisers immediately start planning their next voyage. Not because they love cruising so much, but because they need another escape from the lives they return to. So, what do all these things have in common? Why does the post-cruise blues hit so hard? The answer is that cruise ships are designed to meet human needs that modern life often fails to meet. We need novelty and adventure. Cruises provide new destinations every day. We need rest and to be taken care of. Cruises handle every detail so we can relax. We need community and connection. Cruises throw us together with interesting strangers. We need beauty and wonder. Cruises position us in front of ocean sunsets and starry skies. We need escape from our troubles. Cruises carry us physically away from our problems. Modern life at home often fails to meet these needs. We are stuck in routines. We are burdened with responsibilities. We are isolated in our individual houses. We are too busy to notice sunsets. We are constantly available to every problem via smartphone. The cruise ship reveals what we are missing. And when the cruise ends, we feel that lack more sharply than before we left. We have been reminded of how good life can feel, and regular life suddenly feels inadequate by comparison. This is why cruisers become repeat cruisers. This is why some people structure their entire year around their annual cruise. This is why cruise addiction is a real phenomenon that affects millions of people. The ship offers something that home cannot match. So what can you do about the post-cruise blues? Some people accept that the sadness is temporary and let it pass naturally. Some people immediately book their next cruise to give themselves something to look forward to. Some people try to incorporate cruise elements into daily life, like playing ocean sounds or visiting local restaurants that remind them of the ship. But perhaps the healthiest response is to use the post-cruise blues as information. What did the cruise provide that your regular life is missing? Adventure, rest, community, beauty, purpose, escape? Maybe you do not need another cruise. Maybe you need to redesign your regular life to include more of what the cruise revealed you were lacking. Maybe the post-cruise blues are not just sadness about the vacation ending. Maybe they are a message about what your life needs more of. The cruise showed you what is possible. Now it is up to you to decide whether you will spend your life chasing more cruises or building a life that feels more like one. Either way, if you have ever stepped off a cruise ship with that heavy feeling in your chest, now you understand why. You are not being dramatic. You are not being ungrateful. You are human. And you just experienced something designed to make regular life feel dull by comparison. The post-cruise blues are real, and millions of cruisers around the world know exactly how you feel. The only question is what you do next.